Hey guys, back with another video. I want to say thank you to everyone who got a journal and actually did the best that you could do on that journal in the beginning, right? You're changing a lot of things, and a lot of these habits are, depending on how old you are, they're decades and decades old. So it's really can be a daunting process in the beginning. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is the importance of reflecting back on how you think you did and how much energy you really put into that first journal. And then the second thing is relaxing and not forcing things and letting go. Now that you have more of an understanding and we've started to slow down those racing thoughts, and it's so the first thing I'd really like to start talking about is reflecting back on the first journal and asking yourself an extremely important question that I do every time I finish a journal, and that is, did I do to the best of my ability with as much energy as possible on that journal? And the reason this is extremely important is because you have to work harder on yourself than you do at your job. And we're not used to doing that. We're used to doing whatever it is that we have to do at our job, or some of you may not have a job, or some of you are just going to school, and you don't have to give a lot of effort, right? Society is set up to where you don't need to give much effort to have a job and keep a job, right? What I'm trying to teach you is to be more like what successful people are, and the people that I've studied that are they don't live like that, right? Because they know the laws, right? I've done videos before. You get back whatever you put out. And so if you just give a little bit of energy into whatever it is that you're doing, you're reading, you're studying, your affirmations, the journal, you're only going to get a little bit back. And so this next journal, I'm going to ask if you could really put emphasis on putting a little more energy and a little more time into this one than you did the first one, right? And then as we're going along, so we have to change this habit of just doing what's happened is we're conforming. Everyone around us is doing the bare minimum, right? You guys deal with this all the time at work. And so people just do the bare minimum. It just is what society has become. And that's why people only have hardly anything. They're not going above and beyond. You should always be doing more than you're paid for. And you don't have to do it because you want the company to prosper. You're doing it because you want to prosper. You want to have health, wealth, love, and happiness, right? And no matter what's going on, if you do more than you're paid for, that all comes back to you, right? That's why this journal is so important, because it's focused on you. We don't need to worry about what everyone else is doing. We don't need to worry about what's going on. We need to, if you will change, everything around you starts to change. You can read, find good books. They're all talk about the same thing. Everything started changing when they started changing. Connecting these dots, looking back, a lot of things that I'll do is I'll just ponder on how I'm feeling, how I was feeling, where do I want to get to, right? How much energy did I put in? How much time? This last journal that I did, I switched from doing it in the morning to doing it at night, because I wanted to see if there was some difference right before bed, maybe more of a profound experience. And I got to day 86, and I went to bed one night without doing it. And it affected me, right? Because I don't operate like that anymore. And I know that probably seems kind of nerdy to you, that what you missed one day, but right, you guys are in the beginning, I'm not. And so I just want to be transparent with you guys and authentic, that even I changed something to try to, because what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to figure out the best, fastest, simplest, get every advantage I can to portray to you guys on the things that I've learned, right? Day 86, I was tired. I came home, my son had a lacrosse game, and I woke up at 5 in the morning, and it was flashed on the screen in my mind that I forgot to do my journals. Right, I've gotten over it. It's not the end of the world, obviously, but it's just right now I'm piecing things back together. I just want you guys to know it's okay if you're missing a day. It's okay if you're missing, right? We're just trying to do the best we can do every day in that 24-hour period. That's the goal, right? That's all we can do. And we're just changing these little things at a time, right? And so this next 90 days, we're really going to start emphasizing more and more on feeling and visualizing. In the beginning, I think it's not worth trying to force yourself to visualize when you haven't done any of this other stuff, right? The first 90 days, I wanted you guys to quiet your mind down a little bit so that visualizing and working on feeling is just a little bit easier. We're going to start introducing some more things in the next 90 days, and just reflect, look back, think about it. If you only did 20 days in the first journal, it's okay, right? This is the very beginning. You got the rest of your life, right? Every year is just going to get better and better and better if you stay on this journey, I promise you. Reflect back, look at it, be honest with yourself. One thing I've had to learn the hard way is the truth, right? I've had to ask myself some questions and be extremely honest, and it's not comfortable, right? Especially when you're dealing with finances or a relationship, or if you're going to hire an employee, or there's things you have to, right? Or you're disciplining an employee. You have to remember that we're all just trying to do the best we can do, and that person, whoever it is that's annoying you the most, is probably a reflection of something that's going on inside of you, so you can see it before you go freaking out, right? So just stop and throw some praise to them before you approach them and talk to them. Thanks, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.